Hello everyone and welcome to Two Jazz Boxing, all boxing talk. Today we're going to be talking about a bunch of different little topics. Let's get right into it. First, we're going to be talking about the lightweight division. Vasily Lomachenko has decided to stay in the war. We have heard this news because George Kambosas posted on his Instagram that he had an offer and he was extremely close to signing the contract to fight Vasily Lomachenko, but that unfortunately Russia is still going through with the invasion of Ukraine, and Vasily Lomachenko does not feel right leaving his country. I think it's very honorable, and I think it's awesome that he is a people's champ. George Kambosas had nothing bad to say about Vasily Lomachenko. He said that he respects him, and I'm sure that George will be ready once Vasily Lomachenko decides to come back. In the other news, right after that, George Kambosas came out saying that he gave an offer to Devin Haney to fight him, but that Devin Haney was taking too long and that he was, probably asking for too much. He said that Vasily Lomachenko made it extremely easy, that he barely asked for anything, but that of course Devin has to ask for something. So they're saying that Devin's scared. I could see something like that happening. I could see Devin Haney thinking he's the A side, so he wants them to come to his terms. George Kambosas is like, I have 4 of the 5 belts, so I don't know what you're talking about. So how will we see that ending? We don't know. Probably George Kambosas fighting nobody. Probably Devin Haney fighting also nobody. So let's move on from that, because that division right now is the hottest but the lamest, because we got a bunch of good lightweight division fighters, but they're not fighting each other. Like Ryan Garcia fighting this nobody. Who knows? Well, Ryan is fighting April 9th. That's going to be a good one. Let me go a little lower to weight divisions. I think it's flyweight, super flyweight, 130 division. Oscar Valdez versus Shakur Stevenson. That it's going to be a brawl. I hope y'all are ready for that fight. Oscar Valdez, tough Mexican, had his bottom of his jaw completely caved in one fight and still decided to just dominate his opponent while that was happening. That fight's happening April 30th. It's going to be an amazing fight. I have Oscar Valdez winning, but Shakur Stevenson is no pushover, and I would not be surprised if Shakur Stevenson wins this. It's going to be brawler versus technical. As we know, Shakur Stevenson isn't really known for his power, but he's extremely good boxer. And Oscar Valdez, he's not really known for his boxing technique, but he's an extremely hard hitter and can take a punch on the chin. So it's destined for a good match. So I'm excited for that one. Then we go up to welterweight. We see Xander. I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name, but he is signed with Top Rank. He's 19 years old. He signed with Top Rank at 16. He had his performance over the weekend when my time, I'm not sure when your time, March 21st. So he fought on the weekend before March 21st. He had an amazing performance. It just shows that he doesn't have power. That's all I got from that fight. He doesn't have power. He is quick. He has the stamina. He was really accurate with every punch he threw, but he just doesn't have the power because he landed every punch he threw. None of them really hurt him that much. His opponent never hurt his opponent. Of course, he won in dominating fashion, no, so no surprising who the winner was. And then we had Edgar Berlanga. That fight was horrible. He fought a 37-year-old fighter, and he couldn't put him away. Fought a 37-year-old fighter. If you don't know, he is 23 years old, and he got famous because he had 13 first-round knockouts. I might be over dramatic, but he had a lot of first-round knockouts. That's kind of why Top Rank saw him. And also Puerto Rican. If you don't know, Xander was also Puerto Rican. It was kind of like a Puerto Rican night. Yeah, it was horrible. He didn't use his jab once. I don't know why. He just doesn't like his jab, but he doesn't use it. Every shot he threw was just power, no speed. His last 2 performances was disgusting. Like his first performance, Like, his last 2 fights were horrible. The first one, he got dropped. He went in and he rushed like idiotically. He just kind of and got caught trying to throw a hook to the body and a hook on head, and boom, clipped him, and it dropped him. And then in this fight, it's like he was scared that was gonna happen again, so he was just on the back foot the whole time. Actually, he wasn't on the back foot. He was just in the middle, and he just kind of walking him like this, like this, like this. Just kept walking him, and he was taking punches. He was getting kind of hit, but then it just boom, one right hand that was super powerful. And yes, when it landed, it hurt him, but he didn't land it enough to put him out. It went all 10 rounds. So I think that was a horrible performance. And then I'm not sure what weight class this man's at, but Montana Love, he is a boxer, of course, that signed with the Zone. He's had only 1 fight with the Zone, but he's making his 2nd appearance on the Zone on the Canelo versus Bivol undercard. I think that's going to be an amazing fight. If you don't know, Montana Love was he was on the undercard of Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley, the first fight in Ohio. Because I'm not mistaken, he is from Ohio. So I'm sure they put him on it because, Ohio, and he's from Ohio. So yes, he was super good. He beat a tough opponent. He's fighting. I'm not sure who he's fighting actually. I don't think his opponent was announced, but he is fighting on the undercard of the Canelo versus Bivol fight. So that's gonna be a good one. Then we go a little higher to, I think it's 160 division or somewhere on there. I'm pretty sure. Jamal, not Jamel. Jamel is the also, he's like 140, maybe 150. He's 154, I think. 154, 152 is Jamel. Jamel is 152. Jamal is at 168, if I'm not mistaken. He went on an interview with Mike Tyson with his podcast Hot Boxing. Basically, Mike Tyson was trying to convince Jamal to call out Benavidez, and really it's kind of Benavidez. He doesn't want to call out Benavidez, and Jamal just didn't want to do it. Jamal kept saying, I want the best. And I'm from Houston. We currently in Houston right now. You watching this? This is a Houston place. This is my Houston home. And yes, I think Jamal Charlo is scared of Benavidez. I don't know why. I personally have him winning the fight, but apparently it just looks like he's scared. He didn't want to call him out. Mike the whole time was trying to get him to call him out. He didn't. He just kept saying that, you know who you are. I want the best in my division. Let's go and make it happen. Stop hiding. That's all he said. I was like, man, you ain't calling no one out. Mike Tyson felt the same way. If I was him, I would be like, Benavidez, I'll whoop your ass. Right? Like right now, I'm an amateur boxer. You can see this is one of my trophies. Right here is very, very many to come. I start training camp soon. I just got off surgery though, so I gotta take a rest. But we coming back bigger and stronger from that surgery, and I'm at the lightweight division. I'm on 135, so I'm making the prediction now. What other YouTube channel is doing this? My name is Jillian, the last Super Saiyan Martinez. I'm putting my Instagram in the description. Make sure you follow. I'm calling out everyone in the lightweight division. I want the best. Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney. Shoot, Devin Haney, you call yourself the Dream. Devin Haney, you ain't no dream. You ain't a nightmare. And I'm gonna wake you up. Come on now. Let's go. Javante Davis. Teofimo, I think he's moving up to 140. But if he stays at 135, I'll whoop you there too. George Kambosas. Vasily Lomachenko. Respect. All love. I got no issues with you, So, just cutting out the lightweight division now that I have this chance. But yes, Jamal is afraid to fight Benavidez. Basically, is the outcome of that. Hopefully, he doesn't though. He's showing a little bit of the scaredy side of Houston. We don't got that. I don't know where he ain't even from Houston. He wasn't born here. He lives here and he was raised here, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm pretty sure he was born in Louisiana. So I'm just saying, man, like that's where you see the kind of like the difference. I'm born and raised in Houston, man. We different out here, man. We ain't scared of no one. So we're gonna move on from that to the heavyweight. Last topic. First, apparently Usyk is also staying in the war. Anthony Joshua went in an interview and said that Usyk and the contract has fell through, and now he's looking for a new opponent, personally, I see only two options: Deontay Wilder or Andy Ruiz Jr. Yes, the third one already. I mean, the first one was a good scrap. You know, they both had their points in the fight. I don't think Andy Ruiz is a one-hitter critter though. I don't think he had one lucky hit. I think that shot was timed and grabbed, and I think he could do it again. He didn't take the rematch seriously. If you see him now, oh, he's taking that serious. You see him, he is training. He was trained by Eddie Reynoso, if I'm not mistaken. He's no longer, but he still could be. But yeah, so he's training. You see, he's getting skinned, he's getting bit. That, or this might sound crazy because some people think he should retire, but Deontay Wilder, he lost to a really good fighter, and his only 2 defeats are from the same fighter. You know. So his knockout record is still extremely high. I think personally, if Deontay can knock out Anthony Joshua, he could go and fight Andy Ruiz. Once he goes fight Andy Ruiz, I'm pretty sure he'll be ready to fight Tyson Fury for that 4th fight, man. Because he'll have all the belts. If he that's Andy Ruiz. I meant Usyk. Once he fights Anthony Joshua, beats Anthony Joshua, let's be real, Anthony Joshua probably gonna go fight Usyk for the rematch because it's in the contact clause. He has that legally. He's gonna lose again to Usyk. I think Usyk will beat him 10 out of 10 times. But then he could go fight Deontay, which I think will be a different fight because Deontay's power is just so big that it can change the whole fight. So I think that'll be a good fight. I think if Deontay Wilder beats Usyk, we definitely will see that 4th rematch, because then at that point, Deontay Wilder has more belts than he did when he fought Tyson. He'll have, I think, 4 belts out of the 5. Deontay had, I think it would be the IBO or the IBF, WBO, WBC, WBA belts. And then I'm pretty sure Tyson only has the WBC. If I'm not mistaken, those are the belts, but it could be wrong. But pretty much, it'll be a good scrap. But at the moment, Tyson Fury needs to focus on Dillian White, which is a tough opponent. I feel like people aren't necessarily giving him a shot. I think he definitely could beat Tyson Fury. Not easily, absolutely not. But I do think it'll be a good scrap too. I think it'll be a good one. I have Tyson Fury winning that, of course, but I don't think that it'll be an easy match. Of course, Dillian hasn't had the best performances of his career a couple times, but I think that he'll be game and he'll be ready to fight. So I'm not afraid to say that I think Dillian White has a chance. I still have Tyson Fury winning, but it'll be a good scrap. But yeah, that's it. If you have any topics that you want me to speak about that I didn't cover, put it in the comments, man. So my next video, I know what to talk about, because I gotta come up with these things like beforehand. I gotta come up with it. But if you give me some ideas, I'll gladly use them. If you have any dream fights you guys want me talking about, like how do I see a Ryan Garcia versus Tank ending, just let me know, put in the comments. And if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. We're gonna do a lot more boxing talk. I'm gonna make sure that you guys know all about the new boxing news, and check out some sparring videos, some training videos. I might post a vlog next time I have a boxing match. I do a little vlogging, but pretty much this is just gonna be boxing. So you like boxing, I suggest you subscribe, because this is 2 jabs. Enjoy this weekend, because we're gonna have a good boxing match, a top rank. I ain't gonna say the name, because if you don't know, then you shouldn't even watch it. But it's gonna be a good boxing match this weekend. Peace out.